Yeah, I finally got the chance to read the latest My Hero chapter, and man, it's a bag of emotions, especially if you're a Shigaraki fan and you really like this character. I don't know, bro. Like, it's not that I'm mad at the ending, honestly. I think it's just a bittersweet ending, if I'm being honest. Like I said, a lot of things can go into the fact that maybe Horikoshi's health, maybe this is the way he envisioned it. Like, a lot of things can play into a factor, but the ending wasn't bad. A lot of people, I think, just going at him and stuff like that, especially like Twitter people and stuff like that. I just feel like it's really hard to please everybody because I feel like everybody envisions a story differently, or they just envision it in like their own way, but not the author's way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. People just, I just feel like once a series gets a certain popularity and it's getting close to an end, and ending doesn't satisfy. But that's the thing, bro. You can't satisfy everybody. Like, I remember when Attack on Titan ended with the manga, a lot of people were hating on it and stuff like that. I feel like over time, maybe people will appreciate it. And we gotta think about this too. We read this on a weekly basis. So maybe once like everything wraps up and stuff like that with the story finally concluding and stuff like that, because the manga's still not over, but obviously the war arc is pretty much over. And if I had to give it a guess, maybe we got like a couple chapters, maybe less than 5 chapters left, like where everybody congratulates Deku, says what's up to him. Does he ever get all for one for all back? Like, little things like that, we don't know. And then maybe an epilogue chapter, like, we don't know. Like I said, maybe them graduating after high school, like, we don't know, you know what I'm saying? But as opposed to like the war arc, yeah, it's finally over. All for One's finally defeated, and it wasn't just Deku. Actually, Shigaraki, if y'all read the chapter and stuff like that, Shigaraki and Deku basically punch him in the Vestige world, and basically All for One's finally disintegrated. Shigaraki gets his body back, but Shigaraki is obviously dying because they kind of share the same body, whatever. I feel like a lot of us weren't really mad at the fact that All for One finally died. Cause cool, he's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that his character finally came to a conclusion. I thought he died when he fought against Bakugo, but when he popped back up in the story, I'm like, oh shit, okay, man, let's see where this goes and stuff like that. And I really did appreciate like the last couple of chapters with like everybody supporting Deku. Deku landing the final punch on him. I thought that was really dope. Can't wait to see that get animated. But I feel like a lot of us as readers, when it comes to Shigaraki, we just feel really bad for him as a character because he pretty much got fucked over by All for One from the start, from birth, you know what I'm saying? So for him to finally find out the truth, and now he's gone, and like his last couple words with Deku, I guess a lot of us were hoping a little bit more exposition from him, saying a little more things, because the only thing he really said is that he really just couldn't destroy anything at all in the very end, and the only thing that he had left, I think, for the League of Villains, if Spinner's alive, tell him that I basically tried to destroy everything until the very end, something along the lines of that. I'll put up on the screen exactly what he said, but yeah, like I said, a lot of us as Shigaraki fans, we really felt bad for the guy, you know what I'm saying? Because, he was basically a product of his environment and stuff like that. And All for One basically essentially groomed him and stuff like that. So the fact that he just dies like that is like, hopefully maybe in the next chapter or so, we can get like Tenko, a little bit more. But most of us are pretty much guarantee that he's pretty much dead and stuff like that, and that's pretty much it for Shigaraki. And if that's the case, I'm a little bit disappointed in that fact, just because like I was hoping you have a little bit more exposition, open up maybe a little bit more with Deku and stuff like that. I know a lot of people wanted to see him survive, but let's be honest, if he survived, he'd probably be in jail for the rest of his life, maybe rehab. But I mean, he did kill a lot of people. He's a criminal, he was really like a world threat type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is he really gonna do if he survives, But I'm not mad at people for trying to think like that, because Shigaraki is a really good character. I really like him, and I just really felt bad for his character and stuff like that. One thing to know too, I forgot his name, but the dude with the warp gate, whatever, he dies, you know what I'm saying? He tried to save Shigaraki and stuff like that. But yeah, rest in peace to him. You see Bakugo appear as well, helping Deku push one more time. But like I said, overall, like the war arc and everything, I mean, we could talk about this in like a different video, but overall, I thought the ending was not too bad. It was pretty good. Like I said, I personally enjoyed it. And then the last panel, you see Deku up in the sky and stuff like that. A lot of people are actually hoping that whenever they fist bump like Deku and Shigaraki, that Shigaraki maybe passed up All for One to Deku, like transferred it back to him and stuff like that, so maybe he got it back. And because I know a lot of people are speculating, if you look at the screen closely, you see like these 2 little bolts whenever he's doing like that fist in the air, and there's like 2 little bolts. A lot of them are expecting maybe he got it back, maybe he didn't. We won't know until like the next chapter or so. But if this series does end where he's like quirkless and stuff like that, I honestly will not be mad at it, because like the whole point of the story is that you could be a hero even without having a quirk. It's just that like a lot of people who have quirks kind of just in it for the fame, or don't really be doing too much, you know what I'm saying? So because like that's really honestly the whole point of being a hero. Like, even if you don't have a certain quirk, you could at least go do something to try to stop a villain. It's all about courage and stuff like that, and that's kind of what Deku represented. So honestly, if he ends the like story quirkless and stuff like that, but he still became the #1 hero to everybody, I wouldn't really be mad at that, you know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty dope. But if he does get his quirk back and stuff like that, I honestly wouldn't be mad at that either. Like I said, I know a lot of people are hoping that he gets some type of quirk or the All for One back, and if he doesn't, honestly, I'll be good with two either ways if I'm being 100% honest. Now I'm really curious to see if All Might's gonna survive after all this, because I know a lot of us, thought All Might was gonna die a long time ago, but he hasn't. I don't know if he will or not. He will survive at the end of the series. A lot of questions still asked. Hopefully, we get in the next couple of chapters. But like I said, I don't think the series has a lot more really to offer. Horikoshi pretty much put everything set in stone and stuff like that. But let me know what y'all think about the ending. Like I said, I wasn't really much of like a chapter reviews. Mostly just like my thoughts about what I think about the final chapter or whatever of the war arc. Like I said, we still maybe got a couple more left in the epilogue. Hopefully, if not, hey man, it's been a fun ride, you know what I'm saying? Because I still remember when I first watched this show. Yeah, bro, crazy how time goes by fast. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think though.